Hi, in this video we are going to do the input, output, some calculations inside Python. And as an example, I will take the zero code that we did in the last video. And let's convert this code in actual programs. Let's get started. So I have my Visual Studio Code open. I have my zero code already open. So now we need to create a math terminal tool. And now we need to create the Python file, the .py. So let's do three different programs. Let's do the grading program. I put the description at the top. This one we already did in the last week. Let's do the boy and movie, and let's do the perimeter and area of a square. So let's get started. One way to open is actually, let's say, grading.py. Remember, you need to finish in py. I already in the folder that I want to do, or you can actually do file, new file, save it and open it with the py extension. So let's copy and paste, and let me just okay, ignore that message. What I did, and it's something that we saw in the last section of the second chapter, is different comment. A comment is a piece of program or line that will not get executed, but it's a way to actually document what we're going to do. So what I did here is some kind of header. Let's actually finish it like that. And sorry. Okay, that's it. And the example of the steps that we need to do. I will put this here because I want actually to convert this code to Python code. So I need to display a grading. How we can display a grading? We already know that we can use the print command. So we do print, open parentheses, open double quotes. Hello there. The way to display something in the output is with the print command in Python. If you install the Python, let's do really Python, the Python extension, you will have another kind of features. Like example, if you highlight to the print word, we can actually see the definition and what it does. In this case, print the value to a stream. What is the stream or the standard output is pretty much the console. Okay, so we print hello there. Now we need to ask for a name. How we ask for a name? In Python, we use the input command. This will wait. It will read a string for standard input. But because we want to ask something, we open double quotes inside and say, can you give me your name? This way we are printing something. Then we'll print, can you give us your name, and we will be waiting for an input. Now the next step, we need to save that input in the name variable. We learned through the chapter that variables need to be defined as strings, are integers, are float, probably as dates. Is going to be depending on the programming language. In Python it's a little bit different, because in Python we don't declare the type of the variable. We just assign a specific value. So in this case, name, if we do name equal something, whenever we want to print name, we'll print something, because we are assigning the value with the equal command. So in this case, we want to assign the value at what the user input in the terminal. In this particular case, we take the whole line of the input and we paste it over here. So we are asking for the name and saving that name with the equal sign in the name variable. At the end, we need to display the name. And we know that display something is with the print command, open parentheses, open double quote, and say, nice to meet you. Outside the double quote, we do a comma, but before the parentheses, we say the print accept actually n number of lines. Oh, sorry, the parameters. So we can actually say name over here. And we delete this. And we save it. So we're printing hello there, the greeting, asking for the name, and printing the name again. Let me go to my temporal folder where I actually have this saved. And we run the command, with Python 3, greeting, py, the name of the file. Enter. You print, hello there, can you give me your name? My name is Rodolfo. Nice to meet you, Rodolfo. Done. We have the greeting already solved. Let's solve the movie ticket. Let's create another command. Let's call movies.py. And let's actually copy this over there. Let's create like a kind of header in a comment, and let's comment this out for now. In this particular case, we are not going to the movie theater. We are going to assume that we are already there. So we can actually delete this line. In this case, we are selecting the movie to watch. Let's keep it simple. For the example, it's not going to be needed. We need to ask for a ticket and pay for the ticket, enter to watch for the movie. How can actually do that? Let's simplify a little bit. And let's say that the price is $10. Let's do, instead of ticket, let's ask for how many tickets. And we need to assign something here. We ask for ticket. We set ticket equal user input. Then we set total equal a ticket by ticket value. Let's put it like this. And ticket value is going to be 10. So we need to set that. Set. Actually, because it's a constant, let's do it at the beginning. Set ticket value or ticket cost. Let's call it ticket cost equal to 10. So the total is going to be the number of tickets by the ticket cost. And it says pay the ticket. In this case, because it's a program, let's do display the total amount. Okay, let's do this. How can we actually start? Well, we set the ticket cost to 10. How can we do that? Well, we just assign it. That's it. Then we need to actually ask for the ticket. How can we actually ask for the ticket? Let's say with the input command, we need something for the user, and we need to say, ask, how many tickets do you want? Now we need to set the ticket to the equal to the user input. The user input is this. So we take this, we put it over here, and we do this. But something will happen. In Python, every input is always a string. And in this case, we are going to put an integer. What is an integer? It's a value without decimals. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, and go on, whatever we need it. And then, by that, so we need to convert this value or parse it to integer. With that, with the integer int command. We open parentheses at the beginning, and we close parentheses at the beginning. What I have here, I have set up the parentheses with different colors in order to understand the different sections of the code. So the input command have the pink or purple parentheses, and the integer inside have the input command. So we are going to print this, waiting for the input, and when the input is get processed, it will convert it to an integer and assign it to the ticket. It sounds complex, but it actually is not, and I will show you later. Then we need to set the total equal tickets multiplied by the ticket cost. So if we buy a ticket, it's going to be $10. If we buy 2 tickets, it should be $20, and go on. How can we do that? With another variable assignment. And we multiply the tickets that we already saved by the ticket cost that we already have. Where I put ticket costs in capitals and tickets in lowercase? Well, this is uppercase because it's a constant. It's a good practice to have constant declared as uppercase, so it's going to be easy to be identified in your code. So in this way, I know that this is a fixed value that will not change over time. It could change it if I assign something else, but just to don't get confused, I have separated as an uppercase and identify that. Okay. At the end, we need to display the total amount. To display the total amount, we just do a simple print command, upper parentheses, upper double quote, and put the total to pay is $, and total outside the double quote with a comma and the variable name. Let's try it. Movies. So let's do Python 3. I do a Python 3 because I'm on a Mac computer. If you're in Windows, it's just Python without the number. Remember that. And the movies PY. So how many tickets do you want? I want 2 tickets. The total amount is $20. If I run it again, let's say I want 5 tickets, the total amount is 50. That's simple. To finish, let's calculate the perimeter and the area. Let's call square.py. Let's copy all there. Let's save it. And I like to have this like little header in my code. So we need to ask for the square side. Input, because we are asking to the user, is this side of the square. And before we actually continue, this is a little weird. We are asking directly the size of the square. Probably going to be better if we actually print something before that and saying this program calculate the perimeter and area of a square, and then we can change this to please provide the square side value. Now we need to save it to site. So the user input is this. Remember, we need to change it to integer. Let's say that the integer. We can actually do float, or we can do another one. Let's keep it simple right now. Now we need to set the perimeter by 4. Simple as that. We display the perimeter, okay, and we print. The perimeter is perimeter. Remember, the variable is inside the parentheses, but outside the string. Whenever it's inside a double quote, it's a string of text. Whenever it's outside the double quote, is some kind of variable or another kind of object from Python. Let's keep it simple like that. Now we need to set the area. How we do that? Just like this, and display the area. In this case, let me just copy and say and change what I need to change. The area is that one, and let's say print goodbye. Let's save it and let's execute. Python 3 square. Perfect. Our greeting or introduction is printed. We say okay, the size 3. Oh, you get too far. Let me. Perimeter is 12. Yeah, 3 by 4 is 12, and the area is 9. 3 by 3 is 9. Perfect. Let's run it again. Let's say we have a bigger square, 5. Perimeter is 20, area is 25. That's it. This is how actually write some code, and we translate our zero code to different Python programs.